Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's talk Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 17. What was this called? Got my mind made up. This is the decision day episode. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up this particular video if you enjoyed it, and then let's hop into the comment section, y'all, and talk about why everybody said yes. Why did everybody say yes? The video is late this week. As I've mentioned on my community page and on my Instagram, if you guys are following me, I was really sick this week, had a really, really bad cold. I do still have a bit of a cough, so I got water. So if you see me take a sip, I'm going to have to. All right? So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Steve and Noi. Steve said he loves Noi's playful, bubbly, fun-loving personality. She wears her heart on her sleeve and her emotions on her face. But he feels like he has to constantly prove himself to her, and she sometimes makes him feel as if he is not good enough for her. Which that's a reach, Steve. That's a reach. She just wants you to work. That's not her feeling, making you feel like you shouldn't feel like she thinks that she's better than you because of that. But go off, girl. Go off, sir. So then we have Noi, who loves that he makes her laugh. He really cares for her, but she is worried about him contributing financially. He feels that she feels that he does not fully trust her. Okay. So then Noi said that it was hard being away from Steve. I said not hard being away from Steve overnight, but you want to live separately. So they feel like they had a nice wedding. They hit it off right away. Steve feels really good about the last couple of weeks. Things have been really peaceful, and they've been really connecting and moving and grooving with one another. She loves how Steve looks after her when she's upset. He said even when it's not, the most pleasant or ideal situation for him, he's very gentle with her. He's very caring, and she feels really safe for him. So they have a moment where they cry and such like that. But she does feel like they have things they need to work on, and I agree. So they feel she feels that Steve. Wait, she thinks Steve is judging her. So she feels that Steve doesn't judge her, but they do need to work on some things and get it worked out. She feels that it is not fair for him to always ask her to do things. And she wants him to know that the marriage, life is never 50-50. Okay? She feels that when you are with somebody, you should be doing the things that you do for them because you want to do those things for them. And when you do those things, you should not in turn then feel like you're going to be like you shouldn't be keeping score or keeping a tally of what you've done for that other person. Steve feels that he wants a balance, and he doesn't want to feel like he's doing everything. He said he does do all the cooking, he does do all the cleaning, and he should feel like it's okay for him to ask her to help out and do things the same way that she can ask him to help out and do things. And I agree. But I think Noi has it dead set in her mind that since you're not working, you need to be doing all the cooking, you need to be doing all the cleaning, and you shouldn't be asking me to do anything else that I do not want to do in that situation. And that's just really not fair. So Pastor Cal asks if it hurts Steve whenever Noi mentions him not having a job. Steve said that he feels that Noi doubts that he is capable of making money. Pastor Cal then chooses to point out that when he had first met his wife, he was in between jobs. But his wife saw the potential in him and knew that, he would be able to go on and lead their family eventually. And he wants Noi to understand that just because Steve is not working right now doesn't mean he can't provide for her later. And I'm going to say, Pastor Kyle, shut the hell up. Because there's a very big difference between being in between jobs and Steve not wanting to work. Again, like we have all said, a lot of us have said throughout this entire season, that it's not the fact that Steve is self-employed. It's not the fact that Steve is a quote unquote entrepreneur. It is the fact that Steve has not shown Noi what he actually does to make money. Because if I'm dating you and you say, or I'm married to you actually, and you say, yeah, I don't work a traditional job. I do for these 6 months. I go in, I do these contracts. I'm able to pull this amount of money out. So what I do from there is I go in, I put money into this account that is solely for my rent and solely for my bills. I save every single penny that I'm doing aside from the necessities, and this is how I make that work. But right now, what I'm trying to do is I want to become a vlogger, or I want to become like a fashion maker where I have my own t-shirt line or something like that. It has to be outlined in a way that Noi feels that yes, Steve is going to make some money on the back end of this. Steve has not done this. And for everybody that keeps saying, well, Steve is rich, I wish he would tell Noi. Tell her. This is stupid. They signed prenups. So it's not a matter of her being like, well, I'm going to take him for everything he has in a divorce. This is honestly stupid. The conversation was stupid. Pastor Cal's advice was stupid. And it was not only stupid, but it was also, I think it was dangerous advice. Just because it worked for you and your wife, what was the scenario? Did you just get fired? Were you actively looking for work during that time? Or were you sitting at home doing nothing? Because that's a very big difference. But to the same point, though, Noi, if you feel that Steve is not capable of making money, then leave now. Be done with it. Be done with it now. The entire conversation was stupid. I hope they live a long, broke life together, because this is stupid. This is stupid. So Steve feels special when he's with her and can't think of anyone else that he would want to be married to. Noi feels that even though there are still some trust issues, and she feels that he is still learning to trust her, she does want to stay married. Because he has taught her how to be vulnerable, and he has opened up he has opened up things deep inside of her that she has been kept dormant for so long. So they're gonna stay married. Back home, at the apartment afterwards, Noi asks him if he is going to spruce up his apartment, to get it into wife mode, so it's ready for when she wants to move in. She doesn't like the couch. She wants to redo the bathroom. We know she wants all them damn LED lights put down. So she is wondering like how that's going to work, because she knows that it's going to be hard for us to have a baby if we're living together. So we don't know if that means that they are going to move in together or how that's going to work, but she's definitely hinting, I guess, towards that fact. They go to lunch with other couples. Steve gives Noi a ring pop because that's what he gave her initially on their wedding day. So he wanted to kind of keep the party going. He then, while he's down on one knee, gives her another ring. And she is like crying incessantly. Olajuwon's looking like a hater in the background because he would never. Everybody else is super, super excited about it, and they are going to live together. Noi is saying that she wants to try to convince Steve to get another dog. She doesn't know if it's going to work, but she wants to convince him to get a dog as a companion with Sushi. We'll see what's going to happen. Do I think that they are still married? I know the preview for the reunion made it look as if they're not going to be. I think they are. I'm pretty sure they're still married. I don't think that they are living together as of yet, though. I'll be surprised if Steve and Noi are divorced. I'm curious to see what his reasoning is or how he's making money now. What is he doing with it? Is Noi okay with it? Are they working on babies? Like, I'm interested to see them the most, I think, on the reunion. Because I want to see how Noi is gonna like backpedal out of the fact that she was an ass a lot of this season to him. I think Steve is very emotionally intelligent, But I think Noi had a trend where she wanted to really just kind of do what she wanted to do, and if Steve didn't fit within there, she didn't care. You know what I mean? Because the whole social media situation is something that has to be discussed and has to be kind of reeled in and dissected and discussed between the two of them. So let me know how you guys felt about Steve and Noi saying yes on decision day. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and thumbs up the video. Catch you guys in the next one.